tenfold. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ooh, why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. And this will be a touchback as sails over the end line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Hayden Hurst. Former first-round pick, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He's coming.
Now Jackson going to throw again. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57.
I'm coming for
Hey, alert, 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 alert. God.
Mayfield now from the 50. He's going to loft one deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Damian Ratley, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jackson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
gonna be a long day on this.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
57 to Mike. 57.
Hurry, hurry.
You gonna get this boy? You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this? 57. Mike, 57. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Kings, Kings, Kings.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Real, real, real.
57's Mike. Here we go, G. 57.
Here's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Mayfield on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Mayfield with it once more. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 28. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
57's Mike. Push him back. Push him back. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Regular, regular, regular.
57's the Mike. Watch 57. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Hey, exit.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They go play action now. Jackson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Jackson options. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. The 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one in for a Browns score. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And again this time to the tailback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Here we go. 50, flag. 3, 2, get this one. 6, bullet,
And again this time to the tailback. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here we go, D.
Hey, Steve 6.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down. Mayfield now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come on.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Alert!
57 to Mike. Mike 57.
My touch!
First down, Mayfield. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Watch the run.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Ratley. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tim Williams, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Got some room at the 30. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Mayfield now, 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 57 to Mike, 57.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there, able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield now. He goes full extension, and he's got it. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Set, 180. Check tight, check tight, check tight.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 2nd and 9. Mayfield looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
Run. Run.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, orbit.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the backer.
Mayfield to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And a good rally to the football there, as it looks as if they're going to stop him a couple yards shy of the marker. To throw is Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, let's go.
4 down.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Point it right. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Come on.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this time. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Greedy Williams picks it off.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Three buds.
Following the interception, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
That's a gain of 3.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And to give this time to the tailback. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He may try. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Got a man. It's Brown. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 9. He got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this Browns defense stands tall. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 11. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Not today.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
Today's final score, Browns 40, Ravens 7.